Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Oxford Ankara jacket available at RevZilla.com. So what you're going to see is now the flagship line of adventure jackets from Oxford around the $230 price point. This is going to sit at the top of their food chain, and where something like the Montreal had a little bit more of a European look with some asymmetry coming into play, this is definitely giving you more of that traditional just adventure style with the 4-pocket design, waterproof chest pockets up top, fold over in design, and you're going to have two main colors with this, both black as well as the gray black, which high-vis Brian is wearing on my left-hand side. And I will say this, it looks a little bit more like a sand black to me than it does a true gray black. But really what you're getting when you get up into the Ankara, this is going to be your 3-season cold weather jacket. And we're going to call it 3-season cold weather because this is going to be a non-removable waterproof, it's a RevZilla waterproof Z-liner. But the vents that you're going to see on this are going to vent to the liner. They're not going to give you direct ventilation to the body. And there is going to be a 60-gram removable thermal liner with this, full sleeve removable. But really, this isn't something you want to wear into the heat of the summer, depending on where you reside. Now, Brian on my left-hand side, he stands at 6 foot. He weighs 195 pounds, and he has a 42-inch chest. He's currently wearing a size large, correlates perfectly with Oxford's size chart, and it fits him spot on. So there should be no surprises as long as you're using the size chart. Now, sizes will range from a small up to a 5XL. And like I said, this is going to be the flagship jacket within Oxford's line around the $230 price point. This is the step up from the Montreal 2.0. And like I said, really what you're getting up now is to a true adventure style jacket. So as we break this down, let's work ourselves through the features, because one of the things that I really like about the Ankara, as well as Oxford's gear in general, there's a huge bang for your buck factor here, and you'll see it with all the different features and materials used as we work our way through here. Now, from a material standpoint, the main chassis is going to be a 600D matte Cordura, really solid feel to this without it being overly crunchy. And then you are going to see some ripstop nylon coming into play just to give you that extra bit of reinforcement where you need it. And you'll also notice a massive amount of bar tack stitching, and they did that in a contrasting red, but you'll see all the different places that could be a potential fail point, and Oxford has gone to great lengths to make sure it's reinforced so you get a long life out of a jacket that's potentially going to be beat up if you're doing a little bit of adventure touring with this particular piece. Now, starting with the top, you're going to have neoprene at the collar for added comfort, and you are going to notice there is going to be a snap back here, so you can go ahead and you can snap this back if you want to push this into play and give yourself just a little bit more room at the collar. You'd have that neoprene that works its way all the way around, and as you work your way down, you will notice just a little bit of extra gripper panels on the top of the shoulders if you're using this with a backpack or maybe a hydration pack, just to give you a little bit extra texture there. You are going to have CE rated armor, CE rated 1 in the shoulders, the elbows, as well as the back. So you are getting a CE rated back protector included with this piece. So again, really think about the bang for your buck that you're getting as we work our way through here. Now, the vents that you'll see on this, like I said earlier, they're going to be indirect vents. So they're going to vent to that RevZilla waterproof liner, but you will notice they're going to be reinforced at each of the particular vent points. So if you do get snagged up on something, if you're maybe using this in more of an adventure setting, you don't have to worry about that ripping apart. Again, it's really all that extra bit of reinforcement that Oxford works throughout the entire piece. As we work our way down the arm, you're going to see that ripstop nylon working its way down the inside. You are going to have Velcro adjusters at the biceps. And then when you get down to the wrist on this, you're going to have a couple different points of closure. So you have your one main fold over that's going to be done in Velcro. And if we flip the arm, you are going to have a two-way vent. So you're going to have one zipper, or a two-way zip rather, one zip to give you a little bit of extra room if you want to wear this over gloves, or if you want a little bit of help getting on and off. And then if you want a little bit of extra ventilation, that zipper goes in the opposite direction. And again, you're going to notice the extra bit of reinforcement there on the inside of the vent. And like I mentioned earlier, all those vents are going to go right to the waterproof liner. As we work our way down the main front of the jacket, the fold-over pockets on the top, these are going to be waterproof pockets. So if you have that electronic device that you don't want to get wet, one of the two top chest pockets is where you want to go. You're going to have symmetry coming through in the lines on this jacket, and then you will have dual hand warmer pockets down the side. Now, the one thing to note, the one thing that you will see that is an add-on here that's included with the jacket, you have these little tabs on the front. You'll see mirrored tabs on the back. It's going to include a high-vis vest. So for those of you out there that want that idea of the high visibility, but you don't want it baked into the jacket at all times, the Ankara will include standard a high-vis vest that simply snaps into place, giving you that extra bit of visibility when you might need it, in situations where it might be raining outside and you want that extra bit of protection. Brian, I'm gonna have you go ahead and face sideways for me, strike the riding position. Now you will notice from an adjustability standpoint, as we work our way from the top to the bottom, accordion stretch below the arms really helps to give you that full range of motion. So even if you're using this in more of a full tuck position in a sport touring bike or more of an upright position, great range of motion there. You'll notice that the armor is removable from a pocket on the back of the elbow. So for the elbow armor, you'd remove that from the back, whereas for the shoulder armor, that gets removed internally. So if you are washing the jacket, you can remove that armor. And as you work your way down, you're gonna have an adjuster at the waist, so you can fine tune how that fits at the waist, as well as down below at the hips. So maximum amount of adjustability, as well as a great range of motion that you're seeing through that accordion stretch. And Brian, you can go ahead and face backwards for me, my friend. At the top, you are gonna have a baked-in rain hood, and that's gonna work out very nicely. When it is tucked into place, it doesn't feel like it's big or bulky, and then the zipper is gonna be hidden underneath this little flap. You're gonna see just a micro zipper which hides underneath there. And if you put the rain hood on, it basically helps to make sure that any water pushing through from the top of the helmet doesn't run down your back and you stay dry. That's really the purpose that you're seeing anytime you have a rain hood built into a jacket. As we work our way down, one massive vent across the top, and that CE rated back protector is included standard. So CE rated 1 back protector. And again, really, like I said in the beginning, it's all about the bang for your buck. For so many jackets that we talk about, you have to add that back protector separately. It's great that Oxford includes it. And then you are gonna have a small rabbit pouch down at the bottom. So if you want to remove that full sleeve thermal liner, you have a place to store it. Now Brian is wearing this with the Montreal 2.0 pants, and that's the pants that we'd recommend as an option to give yourself a full suit with the Ankara jacket. There is gonna be a 8-inch connection zipper, and you can connect that to the pants if you so choose. Brian, turn around, face forward. I'm gonna have you go ahead and unzip for me. As we take a look at the inside, like I said, 60-gram full sleeve removable thermal liner. You will notice that on the inside here, you have a place where if you want to write your name and your contact information, as well as your blood type and your license number, just a little bit of a safety concern that we're going to see from a lot of Oxford products. So if you are out there in more of an adventure setting, wouldn't hurt to put your information there, or maybe you just forget it at your local watering hole or a rally. Someone knows where to find you and they can get that jacket back to you. As you take a look at the inside, you will notice, actually, Brian, hold that side open for me. So the liner for this, the thermal liner, is a zip out liner, big horseshoe zipper, it comes right out. And if we open this up, you will notice that sitting behind there, it's just gonna be a mesh lined jacket. So even if you're just wearing this with a t-shirt, the way that Brian is, still feels nice and comfortable against your skin and helps to evaporate some of that moisture. But just like I said, keep in mind that that RevZilla waterproof liner, it's not going to be Gore-Tex, right? So it's not going to be as breathable as something we'd see when you get up into more of the premium, materials being used from a waterproof standpoint. And that's where some of that cost savings is coming into play. That's why you're looking at a $230 jacket versus a $600 jacket. It's some of the materials that you're seeing coming into play from a comfort standpoint. So really, this is going to be something that we're going to say is 3-season cold weather. Brian, you can go ahead and zip up for me. And for those of you out there that are really looking to ride in the cooler months of the year, you want something that's going to be more that adventure style, but you don't want to go over that $250 price point, this is definitely one that I would consider. Now, there's a lot of riders out there utilizing the Oxford Ankara already, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, you can click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting Oxford jackets through their paces. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which jacket is right for you and your riding style, give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Oxford Ankara jacket. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.